people in your life would you consider obese? Would you consider those people as having a disease? Obesity is at its high risk for all Americans today. It may even affect your life. Obesity is a disease that causes many health risks in both youth and adults today. I will present to you 3 arguments on why obesity is a disease. Obesity, like other diseases, impairs the normal functioning of a body. Studies have shown that the hereditability of obesity is about the same as that of height. Obesity has a characteristic sign, excess fat. Obesity impairs the normal functioning of the body. Obesity is a major public health problem contributing to over 100,000 preventable deaths each year. Many argue that obesity is self-inflicted, but like other diseases, obesity negatively impacts your internal organs. Obesity does not necessarily impair the normal functioning of the body as other diseases do. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention's website, www.edc.gov, the following are health consequences of obesity: several types of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, cancer such as breast and colon cancer, hypertension, stroke, liver and bladder disease, sleeping and respiratory problems, arthritis, and other risks. Risk for these conditions can increase as weight increases. The current Surgeon General, Regina Benjamin, recently addressed this issue in her report. The Surgeon General's vision for the health and fit nation said, "Today's epidemic of overweight and obesity threatens the historic progress we have made in increasing America's quantity of years of healthy life." Obesity is the major public health problem contributing today. It's commonly thought this is self-inflicted, but in reality, it's really hereditable. Some diseases have shown that obesity is hereditable. Obesity is as hereditable as height. Some argue that obesity is due to the secondary lifestyle. This isn't always true. Obesity is a matter of personal responsibility. People become obese because they make bad dietary decisions and do not exercise enough or at all. Some risk of obesity may be predetermined. Although not always the cause of obesity, this is a valid argument for obesity's classification as a disease. All diseases have certain signs and symptoms. So does obesity. Obesity has a characteristic sign, excess fat. Some doctors and scientists argue that just one sign is not enough to classify obesity as a disease. There is only one sign of obesity. Government entities, including the Food and Drug Administration, National Institutes of Health, and Internal Revenue Services, have affirmed that obesity is a disease. Diseases have characteristic signs. According to the characteristic sign, excess fat, which is measured by BMI or increased waist circumference measures. Obesity decreases a person's life expectancy or can cause death. Like other diseases, obesity in adults can lead to 3 years of loss of life. Extreme obesity can shorten a person's lifespan by 10 years, comparable to diseases in life from smoking. And this is a video of obesity recognized as a disease.
The American Medical Association has decided to officially classify obesity as a disease. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, over 1/3 of Americans are obese. Although obesity is associated with a variety of different health problems, like diabetes or heart condition, until now it was not recognized as a disease, but rather a condition that caused other diseases. The AMA's decision might influence both healthcare professionals and insurance providers to start treating obesity in a different way, which includes reimbursement for treatment of the disease. One potential issue with the decision is that it will change the treatment from lifestyle choices to a more clinical approach. The AMA's decision addresses the myriad of issues surrounding obesity, saying there are hormonal and metabolical abnormalities not reversible by lifestyle interventions that will likely require multiple different risk-stratified interventions for patients.
This video was brought to you by GeoBeats News. They posted this video on YouTube. To recap, obesity impairs the normal functioning of a human body. Many studies have shown that the hereditability of obesity is about the same as the height. And obesity has its characteristic sign, which is excess fat. If obesity does not become considered a disease, it may not get the attention needed to help prevent it. Obesity can affect us all in different ways. Make sure obesity gets the attention it deserves.